Hello, my name is Celia Bray and I'm a psychologist and owner of the business Somatic Psychology. One of the areas where your body is your best friend and can help you so much in your life is to help you identify your needs and also to help you to act on them. One of the common things that I see when people come to see me is that they really struggle to put their own needs first. We live in a world where there's so many demands. We're busy with work, there's work schedules to get done, there's family demands, there's relationships. And we often find ourselves really stressed or not having space for our own needs. And also society reinforces this. We have messages like, well, good people put others before them. Or, well, if I want energy, I need to give to others because I get by giving to others. Now, that's all fine, except that if you're giving from an empty tank, then it's not actually helping anybody because you are creating conflict with yourself. So if you listen to your body, you really know when you are going beyond what you've got resources for in that moment, when you might want to give, you might be really passionate about what you're doing, you might really love the person that you're giving to. And by giving in that moment, you can feel a part of you just goes, oh, I can't. I'm exhausted. I don't have it to give right now. Or I'm tired that I'm always the one giving. It's not balanced and I just feel resentful, or I'm stressed and I just feel so wired all the time because I just have got no place to settle. I've got no space for myself. So whatever it is that your body's telling you, when you take a moment to listen, if you think right now in this moment of pausing, you're watching this video, so take a moment right now to pause, take a breath and listen. And your body will tell you what you need. Your body will go, oh, okay. And how you listen is through sensations. So notice the sensations in your body wherever they are. You might feel your stomach, you might feel it in your chest, you might feel your legs, your arms, your head might feel heavy. Whatever you're noticing, you're just noticing the sensations and spending time with them just as they are, like you're listening. Think about it as, I'm going to listen to my body. My body is my best friend right now, because it really is. Your body is like a beautiful thermometer that's constantly trying to tell you, yes, you've got resources for this. You're feeling okay to do this. No, actually, you're not. You can feel it in your body. There's the tension there, or there's the freedom and the open heart there. Because when we give from a full heart and we give from a full resource, as in we have filled up our own cup, then yes, giving is joyful and giving does give us energy. But when we are empty and we don't know how to check in with ourselves, and not only not knowing how to check in with ourselves, we also are terrified to put the boundary in with other people. Then we create internal conflict and our body starts to react. We can get rashes. Gabor Mate, a physician from Canada, has done research linking autoimmune illnesses in his patients to this overgiving and neglect of people's own needs. So it's really important because your body's just not coping and it's trying to tell you enough is enough. You need to stop and listen to yourself. You need to spend time with yourself. So we have choices. We can listen or we don't. The less we listen, the more disconnected we are from ourselves, the more exhausted you'll be, the more lost you'll feel. You're like, I don't even know who I am anymore. There's no space for me. I've been so busy looking after everybody else. So your body coming back to the breath, to this moment, feeling the sensations, really sinking into, this is my friend. It might feel uncomfortable. There might be anxiety there. There might be anger. You can feel the sensations boiling in your system, but that's your friend, because that's saying to you something needs to change. And then the next step is boundaries, okay, or acting on what you know, acting on what your body's telling you. That can be also really challenging and really scary, and yet also incredibly liberating. It's almost like you kind of go off the map of what you're supposed to do, and it feels in some ways disorienting, but also really freeing. I had a moment of that just this morning. I was going for a walk and I went to a place. I wanted to go to a place that I went to just the night before. And I could feel my body wanted to go there because it's got a beautiful place to sit with a really nice view. But there are people all around that live in that little area. And I'd just been there the night before. And in my mind, I was like, I can't go back. They're just going to think that like I'm just invading their space all the time, or they're going to think I've got nothing else to do. You know, like my mind was just kind of starting to create this. And my body was like, I really want to go there. I just know I need to be there. And so I walked up to the entrance of this place and then I stopped. And my mind was like, no, because they're going to judge me. They're going to think I'm a total loser. I've got no friends because I've come back to the same place just after last night. So I then turned around and started walking away, and I felt in my body a heaviness start to sit in my body, and I felt really like this discomfort and disappointment in myself. But my mind was really happy. It's like, yay, I'm avoiding whatever people might think if I turned up. So in that moment, I paused and I was like, okay, I'm going to choose to listen to my body, even though I'm scared of what people will think. And I was scared. The fear was there, but I turned around and I went into this place and I had a really beautiful time there, and it was absolutely amazing. And I get how our voice in our head, the mind, can start to make it difficult for us to act on what our bodies feel. That was just a small, simple example. So big things like situations in relationships where things need to change, or at work, it's terrifying. But that doesn't mean that your body's not telling you what you need to do. So don't confuse the fear that your mind's got going on with the truth of what you need to do, because your body knows. So my invitation is to really take on, like your life depends on it, and it very well might. If you've got some complex mental or physical health issues where you are not listening to yourself, this is really critical, but it's critical just for normal well-being as well. So take on, I'm going to treat my body as my best friend, even if there are uncomfortable sensations, and start to listen. Now, in terms of acting on what you know, that's also really important, but start small and practice it with small things. That will help you a lot. Don't take on the big thing unless you want to. The big thing is fantastic. If you have a knowing about something and you've been trying to convince yourself that it's not that way, like a relationship that you're in with a friend or with a partner or a family member that's not working out very well for you, and there's things you need to do, but you've been trying to avoid it, do that if you know. Trust it. But there may be small steps like the one I took this morning as well, of practicing and feeling how amazing it is when you actually tune into that. It will also be scary when you tune into it and act on it, because you'll be acting differently. And then you'll feel afterwards sometimes, oh my gosh, that was really exposing, or I felt really vulnerable. Just be aware of that too, but really honor yourself. Your body is really trying to steer you in the right direction. So please listen to your somatic wisdom. It is amazing and it's liberating. And I really invite you to play with this and have some fun with it. Thank you.